Stop trying to memorize all the future tense conjugations in Spanish. That's probably the least efficient way to talk about the future, especially for a beginner or people learning Spanish. And it will make you think too much and freeze. Instead, you can handle almost every future situation using just 3 simple shortcuts that require very little effort. And this is a much more efficient way to speak faster, to speak more fluently, and just sound better. And here's the crazy part. To talk about the future, we are actually going to use 2 shortcuts, 2 patterns using the present tense, and the last one actually uses a past tense. So stay until the end, because in this video you're going to get the 3 of them and learn how to talk about the plans you have for the future, the things you have to do in the future, plus the negative and the you form, so you can actually hold a conversation. Now, the pattern number 1 is the most common one. We use it to talk about plans, things we're going to do, and for that we're going to use the verb to go, ir. Like voy a plus an infinitive. I'm going to, and the action verb, the thing you're going to do. Like voy a estudiar español esta tarde. I'm going to study Spanish this afternoon. Now, the question I get every time is, do I need a? Because the infinitive is already to study, estudiar. Yes, you need the a. You cannot say voy a estudiar. It doesn't work, so always a. Like, voy a llamar a mi hermano mañana. I'm going to call my brother tomorrow. Voy a, and the action in infinitive. Do you see how easy and simple that is? That way you can talk about the plans, just by changing the infinitive. Voy a comer, I'm going to eat. Voy a salir, I'm going to go out, I'm going out. Anything you want. Super simple, right? If you want to make it negative, easy as well. Just put no before voy. No voy a trabajar mañana. I'm not going to work tomorrow. Or no voy a salir contigo nunca. I'm not going to go out with you ever. Nunca, never. You see, now you can build negatives. And what about questions? What if you want to ask someone? Well, in that case, we're just going to switch. Voy to vas, the you form of the verb to go, tu vas. The rest is exactly the same. Vas a plus infinitive. Vas a venir a la fiesta el sábado. Are you going to come to the party on Saturday? And don't forget, in Spanish, we don't say, are you coming to the party on Saturday? We don't use ing verbs to talk about the future. So the way we actually do it is, are you going to come? Both verbs, to go and to come. I made another video about this. If you want to learn more, I'll leave it in the comments. Another example, vas a ir a la playa mañana? Are you going to go to the beach tomorrow? Again, we don't say, are you going to the beach? We say, are you going to go? 2 verbs. Isn't that easy? How many phrases can you build right now? Hundreds, thousands, right? And that's just one pattern. Now you try. How would you say, I'm going to eat pasta tomorrow? You got it? Let's see. Voy a comer pasta mañana. That's it. How simple was that? And now you don't need to be thinking so much about conjugations and anything. Now let's talk about the pattern number 2. To talk about obligations, things we will have to do, things we have to do in the future, obligation. And for that, we also use the verb to have, tener, in the present tense. And que, tengo, que, plus an infinitive. I have to, and the action verb, whatever you have to do, an infinitive. Like, tengo que terminar este proyecto mañana. I have to finish this project tomorrow. And yes, you need que, tengo que, I have to. You cannot say tengo terminar. It doesn't work. Always que. Don't forget another example. Tengo que ir al médico el viernes. I have to go to the doctor on Friday. What about a negative? We put no before tengo. No tengo que trabajar el sábado. I don't have to work on Saturday. Or no tengo que viajar el próximo mes. I don't have to travel next month. Now keep in mind that no tengo que means I don't have to. It's not I must not, but I can still do it, same as in English. And how do we make it a question so we can ask someone? Well, we change tengo, I have, to tienes, you have. And the rest is exactly the same as before. So tienes que and the infinitive, like tienes que madrugar mañana. Do you have to wake up early tomorrow? Yes, madrugar means to wake up very early. We have a verb for that. Or tienes que visitar a tu madre el lunes? Do you have to visit your mom on Monday? That's how you can ask and you can talk about obligations in the future. Now you try. How would you say, I don't have to come tomorrow? How would you say this? That would be, no tengo que venir mañana. And now shortcut pattern number 3, and this is where it gets interesting, because now we're going to talk about plans for the future that we made in the past, or it can be like an open plan. And for that, we actually use the imperfect past of the verb to go, again, iba a, and an infinitive again. I was going to. Now, you might remember this one from the video I made before about the shortcuts to talk about the past, and that's correct. We can use it to talk about the past, but we can also use it to talk about future things we were going to do. Basically the same as in English when you say, I was going to, like you're walking and then you meet a friend and you say, oh, iba a llamarte mañana. I was going to call you tomorrow. I planned to call you before we met. Now I might not call you, probably not, because we can talk now. If I say, voy a llamarte mañana, I'm still going to call you tomorrow. Do you see the difference here? Or a friend calls you and you say, oh, iba a mandarte un mensaje. I was going to send you a message. I was going to text you. Not anymore. I was planning on texting you before. I don't need to now. We also use this a lot when we get a new plan, a new offer, and the plan we had before, it's kind of open. You want to express that your plan is not closed yet. Like, if a friend says, ¿Me puedes ayudar mañana? Can you help me tomorrow? Mañana iba a visitar a mi madre. Tomorrow I was going to visit my mom. But you're expressing that I might still help you. We'll see. It's kind of like an open plan. Iba a. If I say, mañana voy a visitar a mi madre, it means no, I'm not going to help you because I'm going to do this. That plan is closed. That's what I'm going to do. Or if somebody asks, ¿Qué vas a hacer mañana? What are you going to do tomorrow? And you answer, mañana iba a ir al centro comercial. Tomorrow I was going to go to the shopping mall. I'm saying that that was my plan before you asked me this. If you have something better, I might change my mind. It's a bit open. Now, what about the negative? The negative is interesting as well because it means like I wasn't planning on doing that, but I might actually do it and it sounds like I'm actually going to do it. And to build it, we just say no iba a and an infinitive, like no iba a salir esta noche. I wasn't going to go out tonight, pero creo que sí voy a salir. But I think I am going to go out. We usually use this when we change our mind. Or no iba a gastar este dinero. I wasn't going to spend this money, pero voy a comprar el iPhone nuevo. But I'm going to buy the new iPhone. So I wasn't planning on spending this money, but I'm actually going to. You see? And what about the question? Well, for a question, we change iba to ibas. You were going to. The structure is the same. ¿Ibas a viajar a Tailandia en verano? No? You were going to travel to Thailand in the summer, right? Like it's something I know you had planned before. Or ¿Ibas a venir la próxima semana? Were you planning on coming next week? So it's like saying, were you planning on... Do you see how this works? Now you try. How would you say, I was going to clean the house tomorrow? Easy, right? Iba a limpiar la casa mañana. That's it. There you have it, the 3 shortcuts, the 3 patterns that will help you talk about the future. That completely eliminates the need to memorize every verb termination in the future tense. Now I'm going to put them all together, the 3 of them together, so you can see how they actually work in a single sentence. Mañana voy a pintar la casa porque tengo que venderla. ¿Me ayudas? ¿O ibas a hacer algo mañana? How cool is that? Now you try to build one sentence using 1, 2, or 3 of these shortcuts and tell me what you plan to do next weekend, or what you have to do, or what you are going to do. And drop it in the comments and I will personally check all of them. Patreon family members, don't forget, you have the PDF with all these shortcuts and examples ready for you to download on our website. The link is in the description or the first comment. And if you liked the video and found it useful, please consider subscribing so you don't miss any more of these very useful videos about shortcuts to learn Spanish. I will see you in the next one. Hasta luego!